we've got an interesting ACC matchup that is coming up this weekend. End of story. This is the story that people should be talking about. Within the ACC, you have Clemson and Georgia Tech playing each other. This is opening for the ACC matchups between both teams. It is being played at Bobby Dodd Stadium. Georgia Tech has two quarterbacks because Haynes King, we don't know if Haynes King is going to be able to play this game. He wasn't able to play against Gardner Webb and was injured. So Aaron Philo came in. So we don't know which quarterback is going to show up. Brent Key is part of the Nick Saban coaching tree. He coached under Saban for a couple of years. Offensive line, but still, this shows that he's learned from one of the best. Dabo Sweeney and Clemson have been looking less than their normal selves. Okay, maybe they have been looking their normal selves. They just are looking beatable. This is getting played at Bobby Dodd Stadium in front of a home crowd of fans. Let me tell you, I love Georgia Tech. I love their fans. They are low key one of the best folks to deal with in any fan base. I like Clemson fans, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan of Clemson like I am of Georgia Tech. I think the Georgia Tech Tennessee rivalry has been one of those that needs to come back. I really do like that rivalry. I like Georgia Tech, always have. They may not always be a winning team. Bobby Dodd may have been their last amazing coach, but I think what Brent Key is doing at Georgia Tech is a good thing. Dabo Sweeney, I don't know. This year, his team is looking sluggish. But let's get into these two teams. And also, if you love yourself some college football, yes, I cover other sports because I don't get into recruiting and transfer portal nonsense. But I do cover college football. Hit like and subscribe, and you won't be disappointed, hopefully. So let's get into this game.
Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Nealon. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there.
We are going to start with Clemson because they are the visiting team. Cade Klubnik has passed for 426 yards this year. Leading rusher Adam Randall 128, receiving yards Bryant Wesco. Leading tackler is Ronan Hannafin. He's also got an interception. He's defensive back. He's got 18 tackles. Cade Klubnik 37 of 62, 59.7% completion average. That's not a good thing. He's thrown for 2 TDs and had 2 interceptions. Been sacked 3 times. That's not good. Adam Randall, 26 carries, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, he's averaging 4.9 yards a carry, so important for them. Receivers, Bryant Wesco Jr., 11 receptions, 184 yards, 2 TDs. The rest of their offense is eh. Cade Klubnik primarily throws. He's rushed 13 times for -3 yards. No joke. Um, their receivers, Tyler Brown's got 8 receptions, 88 yards, no touchdown. They're not look, especially after having just come off of a Troy game. They're not looking that good. They've got 3 interceptions on the year. Hannafin's gotten one. Ricardo Jones, the safety's gotten one. And Ashton Hampton, a cornerback's gotten one. They've gotten 5 sacks on the year. Considering who they played, that's kind of sad. Uh, Tackling, eh, they got Ronan Hannafin, Wade Woodaz, Stanley Brown. They're looking not too bad. It's a, I mean, they've got 8 pass deflections, um, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. They're not looking like a team that should be able to compete for the college football playoff. I'll be perfectly honest with you. They do not look. I know the odds are saying they should win the ACC again, and they keep finding ways to do it. But you saw what they did against LSU. You saw what they did against Troy. This is a very beatable team, and they are looking beatable in their stats and everything. I mean, I'm not saying that they won't be able to beat Georgia Tech, but this is a not what you would expect from a team that should be able to compete for a national championship, that should be in the talks for a national championship. This is supposed to be a better year for Dabo Sweeney. He's finally dipping into the transfer portal. He's finally going outside his coaching tree. He's doing all kinds of things that he doesn't normally do. So he's having to rebuild what he thinks of as college football. In all honesty, right now, this is an experimental year and it's not looking that good for him. Now, let us look at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, Aaron Philo's actually leading in passing yards. That's no joke. He's got 373 passing yards. Now, this is after a Gardner Webb game. He's 21 of 28, 75% completion rate. Haynes King's 13 of 20, 143 yards. Aaron Philo's thrown a touchdown. Haynes King has not. Graham Knowles, they're third in the depth chart, has 1 of 1 and thrown a TD. Both Aaron Philo and Haynes King have thrown an interception. Haynes King got sacked. Now, when you're looking at their rushers, Jamal Haynes leading with 157 yards. Bailey Stockton's leading for wide receivers, 91 yards. Tackles, Kyle Efford is got 9 tackles. Their defense, not so much. But Jamal Haynes, 25 carries, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, long of 47. Haynes King, 19, 156 yards rushing, 45-yard long, 3 touchdowns. So he's a dual threat quarterback that hasn't been able to connect that well with his receivers. Malachi Hosley, another running back, 16 carries, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns. J.P. Powell, 4 carries, 11 yards, 1 touchdown. Now, receiving side, while Bailey Stockton is leading receiver, 6 for 91, long of 24, but Dean Patterson, because Bailey Stockton's not got a touchdown. Dean Patterson's got 3 receptions, 87 yards, long of 84, 1 touchdown. Isaiah Cannon, 3 receptions, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. They've got 8 touchdowns by rushing, 2 by air. So this limits them a little bit. It's going up against the Dabo Sweeney defense. On the defensive side, they've got 7 sacks, no interceptions, but 4 pass deflected, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. Kyle Edford leading with 9 tackles. Uh, then you've got Aquila Stone with 8. But let me tell you something. This is more spread out. You would actually be surprised. They have a very spread out defense. They've got such a long list that I'm looking at. If you go to the ESPN page, it is just going down the page. This defense is able they've been able to get out there and get players a chance to play with Gardner Webb. Unlike what Clemson got to do with Troy, this is a defense that is has got some time on the field, so they're able to have a little bit more maturity that they've been able to gain. This is, they've got four pass deflections. So yeah, they don't have the interceptions, which is kind of disheartening, but they've got, you know, Clayton Powell-Lee got a forced fumble in there. They've got some guys that are getting some time. So I think that's going to be a key to a lot of this. They've got to fix they've been making mistakes. The interceptions with two TDs thrown and two interceptions, they've got to get that taken care of. Haynes King getting sacked once, not surprised. Uh, their offensive line's got to get a little bit better. I'm not saying that this is an amazing Georgia Tech team, but it is a well-rounded team that you don't know what you're going to get. And especially since they don't know just yet who's going to play Aaron Philo or Haynes King. Haynes King, while he hasn't thrown a touchdown, he's thrown some yardage. But Aaron Philo is that in the pocket. Let's get that ball out to who we need it to. I can throw pretty well. This is going to be Clemson's going to have to prep for everything. They're going to have to be prepared. You can't say that Haynes King's going to be in this game. Aaron Philo could be in this game, and it could be a whole lot different of a game. This is going to be an advantage for Tech. Look, I'm looking at this game, and I am saying that it is very winnable for Georgia Tech. Clemson is 4.5 point favorites. Do I think that Clemson and Dabo Swinney can get it together and be able to take on Tech at home or at Bobby Dodd Stadium? Yes. I think that Clemson can do this, but at the same time, this is a very beatable team, Clemson. I think Georgia Tech's got on defense and offense has got the ability to do everything. Tech has to get after Cade Klubnik. They have to disrupt Cade Klubnik. And I think they've got enough experience now on defense with how limited everything is. I think they can probably do it. I am going to say that this is a high upset alert. Right now, I think that yes, Clemson could do it, but it's a toss up for me. It really is. This is a possible upset coming in because, hey, Clemson's still ranked 12th in the nation. You tell me what you think, but in all honesty, even though I am saying that Clemson should win, I am thinking that this could very possibly be a Georgia Tech win. Hey, go Jackets. Sting them. I want to see it. I want to see Georgia Tech, a team that I actually love watching, get this. This is my favorite team in the ACC. I think they should have stayed. I understand the politics of why Bobby Dodd got them to leave, but in all honesty, I think they should have stayed in the SEC. I love me some Tech. I love the rivalries that they've got. This is going to be a good game. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.